Did you know? 2006's Sonic the Hedgehog was made to celebrate the Sonic franchise's 15th anniversary. According to series creator Yuji Naka, the game's simplistic title was chosen to mark this milestone, but also to signify the series going back to its roots. Despite Sonic Team's lofty ambitions, Sonic 06 released with numerous bugs and technical issues and is widely considered one of the worst games of all time. In its original form, Sonic 06 was not meant to be a Sonic title at all. Instead, it was supposed to be a brand new title set in a realistic world, making use of a dynamic physics engine. But when the time came to create a new next-gen Sonic the Hedgehog title, the team combined this idea with the Sonic world. They felt the realistic look and physics would enable them to create vast environments for the player to explore. To complement these huge levels, the team wanted to include multiple playable characters, allowing players to tackle the same levels in different ways. The character Silver the Hedgehog was created out of the team's desire to capitalize on the dynamic physics engine. As a character with psychic powers, Silver would be able to grab and throw objects around the environment with ease. In his initial design, Silver was an orange mink named Venice. This name came from the real-life city of Venice, which inspired the game's setting, Soleanna. In fact, Silver went through over 50 iterations before the team settled on his final look. To integrate him more with the existing cast, they eventually made him a hedgehog. To make full use of the increased power of the next-gen consoles, they applied a more complex texture to the character that was silver in color. Silver was also inspired by the character Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. The influence is clear. Both characters travel back in time from their respective futures to prevent an apocalyptic disaster. The game's script even ends Silver's character description with, essentially, think Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. Silver isn't the only character to be influenced by outside sources. The characters Iblis and Mephiles take their names from world mythologies based on the devil. Mephiles is a contraction of Mephistopheles, a demon who appears in the Legend of Faust. Mephistopheles appears before the titular Dr. Faust, offering him knowledge, power, and pleasure in exchange for his soul. Iblis, on the other hand, is the Islamic interpretation of the devil. Blaze the Cat's character was heavily revised for her appearance in Sonic 06. In 2005's Sonic Rush, she was originally a princess from an alternate dimension. In Sonic 06, she's Silver's companion, traveling back in time with him to prevent the apocalypse. When asked about this inconsistency, series producer Takashi Iizuka said, basically what happened is that everyone had like amnesia. According to her bio in the game's script, Blaze is deeply embarrassed by her bust size and gets angry if anyone mentions it. Sonic 06's development was troubled. The team was pressured by heavy time constraints, speculated to have been caused by a deal between Sega and Microsoft to launch Sonic 06 on the Xbox 360 before Christmas. This deal involved viral advertisements through Microsoft's Windows Live Messenger service, which advertised both Sonic 06 and Sonic Rivals for the PSP. Although there are obvious visual examples of the game's lack of polish, the game's audio also suffered. At one point in Shadow's story, the player will receive a message from Gun HQ. The message's audio contains 2 takes from the voice actor, with the first take being an obvious failed attempt at speaking the line.
Agent Shadow, E123 Omega has engaged Mephiles. Head to the Wave Ocean, head to Wave Ocean. Agent Shadow, E123 Omega...
Developers simply forgot to remove the failed take. The time constraints were exacerbated due to the team working with unfamiliar hardware. Sega had intended to release Sonic 06 on PC and the 3 new 7th generation consoles, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and the Wii. Sonic Team expected the Wii to be comparable to the 360 and the PS3 in terms of power and functionality of its controller. However, when they were given the development kits for the Wii, they realized it would be impossible to port Sonic 06 to the system. As Sega demanded there be a Sonic title on the Wii near launch, the Sonic 06 team was split into 2 halves. One half continued their work, and the other half was told to develop a Wii game from scratch. This resulted in Sonic 06's director Yojiro Ogawa leaving development to work on what would become Sonic and the Secret Rings. The team was then further fragmented when Yuji Naka left Sega in March 2006 to start his own studio. The game's PC version never came to fruition, presumably due to time constraints. Sonic 06's rushed production resulted in a lot of cut content. The game's manual describes a shield power-up identical to those found in the older Sonic titles that never actually appears in the game. Its model can be accessed through hacking, but the shield is functionless when equipped to a character. In the original teaser, Sonic was shown turning into Super Sonic at will. A remnant of this can be found by hacking the game to find an item called the Rainbow Gem. When equipped and used, Sonic will perform a brief transforming animation before dropping to the ground as normal. It seems this gem was going to be the catalyst for Sonic's transformation into Super Sonic, but as Super Sonic was never programmed into the game, only the animation remains. The game was originally supposed to have a day and night cycle, which was later used in Sonic Unleashed, as well as multiple endings. An achievement in the Xbox 360 version called Knights of Kronos is awarded to the player for clearing the last story with an S rank. The achievement's description reads, "Unlock the complete ending to the last hidden story," implying that the game should have had extra scenes when the player fulfilled these conditions. An infamous glitch allows Silver to continuously trap the player against a wall and attack them. This causes the player to lose and recollect the same ring over and over again, preventing them from breaking free or dying. As well as the game's frustrating glitches, the romance between Sonic the Hedgehog and Princess Elise has been criticized. Some have even accused Sega of advocating bestiality. GameSpy asked Elise's voice actor Lacey Chabert about the situation. Chabert said, "Ha! No, you're just being silly. It's not an appropriate relationship. Let's just say Sonic and Princess Elise have an attraction for each other." As Sonic 06 served as a series reboot, it's possible that Sonic's relationship with Elise was a nod to an unused concept in the original Sonic the Hedgehog, where Sonic was planned to have a human girlfriend named Madonna. Did you also know that Chaos from Sonic Adventure is a mutated Chow, and that their name has origins in Greek mythology and maybe even biology? For more facts about Sonic Adventure, click the annotation on screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, consider sharing it with a friend.